How's it going, everyone? Alrighty, so we got a pretty fun course here today. It was designed by our Nolan LaJoy and Ben Scraley. Couple of fun new obstacles. We have the mystery boxes, and it's going to be a fun time. Starting out the course, we have the steps going up, and when you step on them, they compress a bit. Jumping off, we go into the mystery boxes. We have some rings that are hidden in the boxes, so you gotta pull them out. And then the next couple agility balance obstacles bring you around a sonic curve into a trapeze, where you gotta land on a trampoline, jump into the hourglass, dismount onto a red box, and make your way onto a cat grab, where you spin around the bar, jump off, grab another trapeze, and then make your way to the other dismount box. You're gonna run through some French toast sticks, grab another trapeze, swing around the side of the truss, and make your way into the lachey lane. We have another fun obstacle here. It is a ring chaser. So we have a ring on a little sliding track, and the ninja is going to pull a nunchuck, which releases the ring. As it slides down, they gotta race it all the way down to that last bar to try to catch it. And if they do catch that ring, it gives them an advantage as they're able to directly place it onto the sky hook in front of them and swing to the dismount box. But if they miss it, it doesn't mean they can't complete the obstacle. They just take a little bit longer because they have to do the actual skyhook move, transferring that black ring to the next skyhook. After that, they are going through the Astro Gliders. They are a track with a little platform on it, and you step on and slide across. They can use the bottom feet on there, the little green on the ground, as well as the yellow platform. And they dismount onto the dot, turning around into a set of cane moves. They're alternating between cane only and hand obstacles. So basically, they're swinging from the cane to grab a ring, putting the cane in, swinging around, grabbing the ring, putting the cane in, vice back and forth. After you land on the next box, they're climbing a rope and going to a bar that's put into two S hooks. Now these spin a bit, and they're going to try to make their way to the T ledge, and then another ring, and then land on the yellow, where they're dismounting onto a taped off portion of the mat. And their last set of obstacles is a parkour course. They're going through and around, jumping up, grabbing the ring, swinging on top of the parkour, coming around, and then grabbing that rope. And it's going to latch off of a magnet, so it's going to be swinging as they're climbing up and hitting the buzzer that is strapped up into the ceiling. So we have lots of fun obstacles here today. It's going to be a good time, and I can't wait to get started. Right now, everyone is walking through the course, being careful not to touch anything, but also trying to plan ahead for their runs. Lots of good discussion going on, I can tell. A lot of pointing, figuring out what steps to put where to put your hands, and how to think about tackling the obstacles and not being a little freaked out by them. this weekend, there are two WNLs being hosted by Action. We got one here in the Norwood location. This is the challenge course we are hosting. And then over in our Wesley location, we are doing a skills competition. So feel free to check out both this weekend as they are going to all be a great time and a great showcase of ninja skills. We got just a couple more minutes of a course walk through with the coaches and the kids. Up first, we do have Benjamin Rosenfeld. It's always rough being the first one going because you can't see anyone else do anything else first. But someone needs to do it, and we all believe in him. Right there, you can be hearing Coach Jared explain to the kids how to get through that obstacle right there. We got 2 minutes until we get going. And we are getting started. We put on the finishing touches, making sure everything is in place. Resetters getting into position. Again, we have Benjamin up first. Unfortunately for Ben, his favorite obstacle is not part of the course. He has Warped Wall as his favorite obstacle, and everyone cheers him on as he begins his run. Coming across the compressing steps, good dismount onto that box. Uses the trust to get to that first ring, generates a swing, going to the next one, reaching up, doesn't have enough to get up in there. Swings again, knocks it off, thinking reach it here. Nice job. Continuing through the next block, getting a lot of swing here, changing his direction, almost gets it off there. Using his hips, all close with that swing, but a little off direction. He's rotating. Got a little coaching from Coach Jared there. There we go, that's a good angle. Pulls it straight off, and can he make this dismount? Stays on the green. Through the spinning steps, and onto the S-curve here. Confident through those steps, jumping up to that trapeze. Misses that reach, but stays composed. Holds on with that one hand, starts kicking again. It's a good pull, lands on the trampoline, stays on that back edge. Nice grab on the hourglass there. There's a little slot, and that was going to the edges. Continuing that forward and back swing. Now needs to generate a little more to get to that box at the end. Down the back end. Getting a good kick. Another one. Oh, and he misses that landing right there, but that's okay. As this is a challenge course, he does get to try it again. Those of us unfamiliar with this format will get more familiar as we go through, but if you fail, you do not end your run right there. You get 2 chances on that obstacle, and that does not reset for every new one. So if he completes this one, he can fail the next one once, but if he fails that one twice, then he's done. And again, does not make that dismount, and that is, oh. Going through. Monroe staying on that board. He's running out the time. Jump into that trapeze, almost makes it. He's trying all the obstacles, running out his time for the next runner. Going across his French toe stick, slows down near the end and can't make it through. Runs around into the ring chaser in the Lachey lane. Pulls it off, it starts rolling. Misses that first grab, that's gonna slow him down a bit. The ring falls, he'll have to go for the black one. It's a big swing. Good grab. And with 10 seconds left, he reaches for that ring. Oh, falls off, but that's okay. A good run from our first competitor today. Going through the Astrogliders, almost makes it through. Up next, we do have Grayson. We have Grayson Balzati. Goes through with the 2 compression steps. Quickly grabs that first ring. Drops down the third one. Cruising his way through these steps. He's angling his body well. Grabbing up, pulling down. Lands on that green box. Nice, confident steps through the balance lanes. Running into that trapeze there. Landing on trampoline. Quickly making his way through the hourglass. Keeping his momentum and able to get a good throw to a dismount right there. Onto the cat back. Doesn't even wait for it to hit the side and grabs the next piece. Dismounts and runs through to the French toe sticks. He makes that grab. A nice side dismount over here, going to the Lachey lane. Didn't choose to even go for the ring chaser. Just keeps going. All the way up. Steps on the first green and pushes off and makes it second one. Nice quick pace through this course right here. Going into the cane lane. Now on the sky hook, that blue obstacle, the yellow obstacle, and another blue obstacle, you can only use that cane. The rings you can use your hand. But on the other ones, you have to use that cane. Clearing his way through. Making the dismount to the rope. Good. He makes that, chocks up a little bit. Gets that ring to the bar. Gets it swinging. Needs to get a good Lachey to this T-ledge. He makes that grab. Starts his kicking. We're going to that ring next. Oh, that bar in between the lassos. Grabbing the ring. On top of the yellow board. Now that's very tall. Grabs the bar and makes the dismount. Onto the final obstacles going into the parkour. Speeding through this course here, has yet to have to retry an obstacle. Getting a good swing. Can he make the throw up? Trying it again right here. He makes it up there. 35 seconds to go on this rope climb. Can he get the buzzer? And he hits it. What a clear from our second runner today, Grace. Great job. You can hear the crowd going a little bit crazy out there. Give it up for Grayson. That was awesome. Up next, we do have Oscar Ma. And we just have Nolan relaying to the crowd to please stay out of the way and make sure we can have our next competitor go as quickly as possible. As Oscar begins his run, he goes through the descending steps. All the way up, grabs that bot through the next ring. Gets a little forward and back swing, angles. A nice grab here. These two competitors showing nice body movement through the hanging obstacles in the beginning. Slow steps, but speeds up near the end. Keeps going through the sonic curve. Jumping into that trapeze. Probably going to reach, pull back, and make a good dismount onto that trampoline right here. A big jump to grab. See how far out he reaches on that. Oh, pop with both hands. And he throws a dismount. Gets onto the cat back. Spins around. Locks it in place on the magnet. And good jump right there. 180 to that. Trapeze is a little awkward. He makes it do. He runs through the French toe sticks. Does not make the grab on the trapeze. As we said, we'll get that stopped right now. This time we'll restart and we'll do another try. Hopefully he makes it up there. He does make that grab this time. A little sideways off to the dismount into the ring chaser. He pulls it down. It starts going. Good pulls. Can he make it there? He makes it to that last bar, but can't grab the ring in time. So he goes for the black ring. Pulls back. Gets a big kick. And does not make the pop, but that's okay. He still has another try. If he makes it through here, he can continue through the rest of the course. And as time resumes, he pulls down the nunchuck. He races that ring. He makes it there. Can't grab it, but that's okay. He was very close on that one. Let's see if he can generate enough power to make that transfer to the next skyhook. Oh, does not make it, but that is okay. Finishes out his time running through the course. Good push on the Astroglider. Nice landing, pops on up. Grabs that rope to the cane. Now you'll see that first ring does have some tape. It does offer a bit of extra grip. And the next two do not. So you want to make sure you don't start swimming halfway through the obstacle. Unlatches that cane, puts it into the blue. Can he make this transition here? One arm on that cane slips off, but that's okay. They'll carry him to the next obstacle. He's going to use that ring to swing up to the bar with 25 seconds left. He's just trying to see what else he can do on this course. Jumps up for that. Not even a mixed grip on there. Look at that hold. Starts a couple kicks. 10 seconds. Can you make it to that T-ledge? He's generating some swing. You can tell he's getting a little bit tired. Almost grabs that T-ledge as his time expires. Alrighty. Up next, we have Alec Wiseman. Pressing steps. Gets that second ring nicely. Gets a swing. Can he make it up in there? He does grab that ring. He has that reach, and he stays on that ring as he almost slips off. He stabilizes his swing here. He was swinging. Good job stopping that. He's almost staying on that one hand. He does fall off, so he'll have to go back to that starting block as the resetters put the rings back in as quickly as they can. His time restarts right now. He's going to try this one more time with a little more experience. Nice grab right there. He's getting a lot of swing coming through here. Trying to get that angle. Seems like a little bit too much to the right. Two hands up. He's trying to stabilize. He's trying to reset to that ring behind him. Stay on, bud. It's hard to stay on with one hand while you're swinging. Nice reach there. All right, can he angle himself back now? He gets a good pull. He reaches in. He does manage to stay on this time. And can he make it to the green platform? He was going for the truss, being reminded he cannot use that right now. He has that ring down. He needs to try to get to that green. What will he do? His coach is telling him to kick. There we go. He's still spinning. Oh, he does not make that landing, and that's okay. Spend the rest of his time running through the course. Making it through the balance just fine. Good set on that bar. Nice tight kicks, grabbing that trapeze. One pull landing on that on the blue. Grabbing the hourglass. Pulling on the side. 1-2's all the way down. Getting his hand on the inside of that slot. His hands are a little crisscrossed, but he managed to fix it. Doesn't make that dismount, just barely. Getting onto the cat grab. Spins it around, tries to go the other way. And using his knees, but finally gets to his feet. Good spin around. Grabbing that trapeze. Oh, couldn't get it with that one arm, but he almost had that. Running up to the French toast sticks. Can he make that grab? He does get through the French toast sticks. Will he make this dismount off to the side? He grabs the truss. Can he angle himself? And he makes it. He goes to the ring chaser with 25 seconds left in his time. Can he beat the ring? That's the question on everyone's mind today. Does not make it on time, but that's okay. He can still complete the obstacle. With 10 seconds, he grabs the bar, and he'll go to that next ring. He loses his hand on that sky hook. And as time runs out, everyone claps, gives him a nice congratulatory time because that was a very good run. Up next, we have Logan Casellia. Going through the compression steps. Onto the mystery boxes. These were made by our Stage 4 company. They do great designs and ninja work. Reaches in, pulls it down. Angling his body, trying to get that dismount. And does not make it right there. Has to reset. Makes it through the obstacle, but doesn't make a dismount. That's always the roughest time. Remember, you do have to make it to that dismount box to complete the obstacle. His time restarts and he tries again. If he makes it through it this time, he can continue the course. If he fails again, he will run out the time by doing the obstacle. Almost makes that grab, but safely decides to grab the ring behind him to try again. Gets a massive swing, pulls it down, and can stay on. He's angling himself. He has enough swing this time. Can he get it in the right direction? It looks good. It looks good. He hits that block, and he did fail for that next obstacle. But because he made the dismount, if he makes it through here, he's all good. There we go. He finds a way through the balance. Packs up to get some speed into the trapeze. Good pull here. Waits one more swing to land on the trampoline. He grabs the blue, the hourglass, getting to the middle, shifting his hands down, grabbing the slot at the end, getting a swing, bringing those knees up and kicking forward. He's going to do a huge throw right here. Nice landing. On into the cat back. He's still accruing points, ladies and gentlemen. A big jump to the trapeze before he spins back. Oh, spinning back already. Shifts it forward. Getting a little breather, trying to get all the way to the edge. He's a little stuck right there right now. He's trying to wiggle it to the edge, all the way around. He's got it in a good spot though. Turns and jumps, makes the grab. A long time spent on that cat grab, but he makes it through. Stays on that red box, runs through the French toe sticks, and a good grab here. Getting that truss, and an awkward dismount. Can he get the angle? He jumps off the truss to make it there. Into the ring chaser. We got 30 seconds left in his time. He pulls it. He's working his way fast. He's getting there. Doesn't make it to the end in time, but that's okay. He gets that black ring. He pops back. Can he generate enough swing to make it there? He's forward and back. He's kicking. Will he pop it? And he's getting a swing. He gets it on there, but he doesn't hold on. And that runs out the last of his time. Up next, we have Hunter Pasante.
Is that your big chalk enthusiast? You love chalk? I do.
That was a good run.
Number on the website says he's number 16, but then on that it says 11.
Here comes Hunter. Going through the compressing steps. Nice grab pulling down on the mystery boxes. Good circle swing. Angling his body well. Gets it down but can't hold on. Resets to the ring behind him or tries to. He's trying to stabilize on that one ring now. Good kick a turnaround. Grabbing that next ring. Trying to make that dismount right here. A little forward and back. Getting more side to side, circling that swing. Doesn't quite have the angle. Trying to get that ring behind them again. Now they're swinging in a way that's really hard to grab that ring as well. Coach is telling them to try to go back to that ring. They got to kick somewhere. They start kicking now. And they fix the direction of their swing. They drop down and try to reset the obstacle. Still got 2 minutes left in their time. It's been a bit up there, but that's okay. We can get through the course with a little more experience now. Pulls it down and grabs very nicely. Gets that circle swing again. Pulls it down and hangs on this time. Doesn't quite have that angle, but can grab that ring now. Things are looking good. Stays almost fully on that green. Now that is a completion of the mystery boxes, but a failed to balance in front of him. But that would count as his second. If he makes it through here, he's good to go. There we go. He's still accruing points. Makes it through the balance and builds some speed to go through the trapeze. One pull and a good dismount onto that trampoline. Onto the hourglass. Walking their hands forwards into the slot. Generating some swing. Does not make the dismount, but that's okay. They're going to finish out their time doing the obstacles. A good spin around. Good grab onto that trapeze. Hat back posing not a problem. Cocks back to get some speed through the French toe sticks. Stays on, but slows down on that third one. On these ones, you really got to keep moving. If you stop, it's going to knock you off. Into the ring chaser. Good catch here. Decides to not even go for it, just to go for the regular move. Getting that bar. Generating some more swing, getting that ring. Back and forth. Trying to pop it on. Gets it on there, but can't hold on. And with 5 seconds left, they'll try the Astrogliders. All right. Next we have Jack. Going through the decompression steps. Jumping up to the mystery boxes. Big pull down here. Angling that swing. Nice grab. Gets a good angle on that. Can't fully stay on that platform, but he makes the dismount. Going through the balance here. Through the spinning steps. And then through the S-curve. Skipping the targets on the ground. Speeding through here. Making it to the trampoline. 2 bounces on there. Jump into the hourglass. Keeping this momentum. Trying a kick. And make a dismount without going all the way for the end. Saving a little bit of time. Oh, misses that grab right there. He's going to try again from the dot. This is the black box. Keeping a good pace through here. Starting to already swing that hourglass. Making it easier for him when he gets to the end. Makes the dismount this time. Goes to the cat grab. Spins it. Takes a second. Looks behind him. Grabs the board. All he needs to do is turn and jump. Spend a long time on there. You're going to turn yourself back around. He's looking to reset or spin back around. Ah, he's pushed it back. He needs to turn. Look over his shoulder. Turn it back the other way. Okay to come all back around. He can reset back to the start if he needs to. But it's going to be hard when it's spinning. Is he going to go for it? He does a jump and a good grab right there. After some time spent on the cat grab, he runs through the French toe sticks. A little awkward in that last step, but he makes the grab on the trapeze. Good dismount off to the side. he is still getting points. He decides not to even try to knock it off. Goes for the regular skyhook hop move. And will he make a transfer? Goes for it quickly, but doesn't make that transfer. Good push on the Astroglider, going almost all the way across right there. Going up to the cane line with about 35 seconds left. Makes a big reach for this ring. Brings the cane with him to the next obstacle. And he's gonna spin around. Oh, he spins around the weirdest way, and it makes him lose his grip. You expect him to go around the front, but he went around the back end. Both ways work, you just gotta know which way you're going. Spinning around in a bit of a circle, gets to reset on that box. 10 seconds left, he'll try this last obstacle. Can he make his grab up to the bar? Doesn't make that grab. The bar does fall. He seems to be all right. Hit him in the shin. He's getting up, and he's walking it off. We do have our next competitor. We have Andrew. Andrew starts off his run, going through the compression steps. Good dismount. Uses that trust to get to that first ring that starts to angling him off weird. Alright, he grabs the second one. Gets all the way up to the mystery box and pulls it down. Circle swing. Can he angle himself into that box? Kind of goes a bit out of sorts. Can he stay on though? He's swinging rapidly. Where is he putting that other hand? He lets go. It's okay, he has another try. He can try to go for that last ring this time with a little more direct swing. It's a good amount of swing. Can he get the direction he wants? He does. Going to this next one. Angling himself here. Pulls it straight down. Good job right there from Andrew. Angling his dismount. He's a bit of a circle. You're going to try to stop that and go straight back. He does make a dismount, but like so many others, cannot stay fully on the green. And so that will count as his second fail. If he makes it through his balance, that is fine. He will continue to gain points as he makes his way through the course. Into the trapeze here. A good kick. Try not to kick that trapeze in front of him to make it swing away. He's probably going to reach. Try to get a big pullback. No, he goes for a 1-2 on there. Kicks again. And good dismount. Jumps to the hourglass. Puts his hands in the middle and walks them down to the edge. With about 1:30 left. He starts kicking to the dismount. 1:20 on the landing. Goes to the cat back. Starts on the edge and tries to circle it all the way around. Will he jump quickly? The faster you jump here, the easier it is to make it to the next thing. He tries to go for the far side. He crosses his feet trying to push it forwards. Going all the way back a little bit. Still pushing. Still pushing. He gets it there. He just needs to jump. He pushes it back. On this cat back, it's going to be difficult if we stay on there for a while. He's fighting on it though. He definitely wants it. He goes for that jump. Doesn't make it, unfortunately. But what a good try. Stumbles on that first French toe stick. Didn't seem to have enough speed. But that's no problem for Andrew. He's going to try it one more time. He takes 2 steps on each, and he still makes it through. He's going for this dismount with 2 seconds left on his time remaining as we have our next runner on deck. Up next, we have Ellis. Ellis goes through the compressing steps. Jumps up to that first ring. Good grab on that second one. Generates a swing to pull down the ring in the mystery box. Quickly moves on to that fourth ring. Has a good angle here. Very good body control shown by Ellis right here. Makes a dismount, but falls off. Again, that's a fail of the next obstacle rather than the one he was just on. So he is able to continue going through the course. With one fail, he continues down to the trapeze, locking off on that first one. A big jump to the hourglass. Walking his hands down into the slot. Gets a kick. Goes for the dismount and keeps his heels up to make it. Big spin. Stays on there. Stays on for a little bit too long. Decides to circle back. Pushing it. Pushing it. Turns. Jumps. Makes the catch. Gets a pull. And dismounts. Cocks back to a run forwards on the French toe sticks. A little awkward. Almost able to jump forwards on there. He does have one last retry here, though. Things are reset, and his time starts now. He makes it through cleanly this time. Trapezing to the side, all the way to the ring chaser. Decides he'll go for it. Gets a good pull on that. Gets to the bar. Cat almost catches that ring. You could not have been any closer. Had it in the hand, just couldn't grasp it. Goes for the transfer here. Gets it on and stays. Another kick. Making it through the Lachey lane onto the Astrogliders. Good, clean steps through here. Breathing and staying composed. Climbs to the top of that ring. It's the top of the rope to get to the top of that cane. Generates some swing. Locks off on that cane. Reaches for the ring. Quickly bringing it through. Going on that forward swing. Circling all the way around. Back to where they were at the beginning. Getting that ring again to reset. They're going to try to kick, stay up tall, and reach for that next ring. Looks good, and they make that grab. Taking the ring out poses no problem for Ellis. Good transition from the wheel up to that next ring. They got 5 seconds left. Can they make this dismount? Gets to the rope. Can they make it to the box? Oh, they fall right before their time ends. But what a great run by Ellis. Up next, we have Nicholas Hausen. Going through the compressing steps. Into the mystery boxes. Has a lot of swing. Takes it where he needs him to go. Good angling off. Start off with a weird circle, but he fixes it. Gets a good grab here. Pulls it down, but doesn't stay on. And doesn't make the dismount because he doesn't go for it. A good decision there. He's angling himself again. And does he make it here? He stays on there as well. It's been a hard dismount for our competitors today. Runs through the Sonic curve, choosing not to use the targets on the ground. Pulls back hard on that trapeze onto the trampoline. A lot of T-words right here. Into the hourglass. Walks his hands down. He's still swinging. Makes the dismount, goes onto the cat back. Flings it around, jumps immediately. A nice quick pace through here. Take a second to breathe and starts running through the French toast sticks. He falls down on top of them. He stays on top. Doesn't make the jump at the end. It's really hard to get back up once you're on top of one of them. He's going to have to try to run through as quick as he can through here. His time restarts right now. He runs through. Stays on top. Makes that grab. Great job from a lot of our competitors making it through the obstacles that they've been failing. It's always great to see them make it on that next try. He goes to pop down that ring. How fast will he make it? He pulls back hard. He makes it to the bar. Doesn't make it to that ring in time. He has to go for the sky up transfer. Gets a good pull back. He's hopping. Will he pop it? He doesn't bring it with him. This is his second try. He pulls the ring. He gets a good head start on it. Will he make it in time? He gets that ring! First competitor today to hold on to that ring. What a great pace right here. Hooks it on. Makes that dismount. Goes through the Astroglider. Holds on. He didn't like his start. He didn't like it. He's starting again. Goes all the way to the yellow. Uses that green at the bottom. Great pushes from Nicholas right here. Going all the way up the rope to that cane. Gets that first ring. Pulls the cane off. Nice next ring. Can't get the cane off the blue, but he managed onto the yellow. Can he swing up to that next ring? He does. Good grab. He has 10 seconds to get to the dismount. He stays on the tiki face to the rope. Can he get to that box? With 3 seconds left, he swings. He disengages the obstacle. And that runs out his course. Up next, we have Savannah. Going through the compressing steps. Nice grabs on these rings, gets a good angle, pulls it down, stays on, quickly onto that fourth ring. Onto that fifth ring already. Most people take another swing to line themselves up. Savannah getting a good swing, staying on that dismount. We got 2 competitors in a row now, staying on that green. Using the targets to ensure a safe run. No problem with that. Gets to that trapeze. Pulls back. Good dismount. Couple of jumps up to the hourglass. Walks her hands down. Grabs onto the end. Starts kicking. You can see our ref in position making sure to get a nice clean dismount right there. She fell a little bit backwards, but that's okay. She gets another try. It's a little bit of an awkward dismount going from the end of that hourglass onto the red box. Generates some good swing. Reaches out, pulls. Good set of the hips right there. Continues to walk her hands down. She gets back to where she was. Starts kicking. She has enough swing. Can she make it? Chooses for one more to be safe. Makes a dismount. Gets onto that cat back. Spins around. Nice grab on that trapeze. Comes through. And makes the dismount. Starts back on the red box to run through the French toe sticks. Does fall off. But that's okay. She does have one more try. And her time restarts as she starts to run through the French toe stick. Falls on that first one, steps on the front edge. That's okay. She moves on to the ring chaser, now trying to see how many of these she can get. Makes it down to that last bar. Grabs the ring. Right here. Ooh, a good lâché into it. Gets a good swing. Can she transfer it? Pops back hard. Gets it off of the sky hook, but can't hook it on. Keeps moving on to the Astrogliders. A good push off to the next green. One more push. And on the end. Nice job. She gets all the way up to that rope. It's 15 seconds left. She'll have to cruise through this obstacle if she wants to make it. Again, her run has ended. She is playing through these obstacles. Can hook it off, gets it on the blue. And she drops down. Resetters will do their job as quickly as possible to get our next runner out. We have Charlotte. Goes through the descending steps into. We have the mystery box is a good pull all the way through. Getting that last box right there. Angling herself for that dismount. Yep. Trying to kick, trying to kick. Slowly fixing her angle. Can she get it here? What a good landing right there. Walks her way through the steps. Up top, through the trapezes. Pulls, lands on the trampoline. Jumps up to the hourglass. Keeps a bit of a swing as she walks her hands forwards. And she's going to land on that red box and continues on to the catback. Tries to force that cat backboard all the way over. Gets it over there. Gets a foot off. Doesn't make the jump. She does it one more time. Gets on there. Flicks it across. Jumps immediately and gets a good grab. Seems like she overcame whatever was stopping her that time. Oh, steps on the front edge of the front show stick and does fall off. She gets her second retry of the course right here. Manages to stay on top and makes a good catch on that trapeze. Landing right there. All the way up onto the ring chaser. Decides not even to bother with the gimmick. We're just going to do obstacles today. Swinging all the way up. Grabbing the bar. And they make the skyhook transfer. Gets that ring. Has a good amount of swing. Bit of a circle. Can they straighten it out? They do. Oh, more in a circle. Still trying to straighten out. Getting some swing. They got it straightened. Will they go for it? They pop it. They get it on, but they can't hold. With about 20 seconds left, they're going to try to do the Astrogliders and the cane line. Making it through the Astrogliders up to the canes. Ten seconds climbing that rope. Using those feet to hold on as she grabs that cane. Gets a bit of a swing. Trying to get her hand into that ring as time expires. Next up, we have Sam. With, I may say, a great song like this. Going through the compressing steps. Quickly into the mystery boxes. Grabs that third ring, no problem. fourth ring. Making his way very nicely, but can't fully grab that fifth one. Angles himself well. Grabs, pulls down. Trying to make this dismount. Gets a good swing and stays on. Goes through the spinning steps into the S-curve using the targets. Takes a brief second and then runs through the trapeze. Getting a pull right into that trampoline. Bouncing up to the hourglass. Walking his hands all the way through. Keeping that momentum. Doesn't need to build it at the end because he kept it as he went through. And that's a quick dismount. Get onto the cat back. A quick jump. He's seeing how people who stay on tend not to make it up. Runs through the French toe sticks. He is tearing up the course today. Landing on that dismount, going to the ring chaser. Another competitor deciding not to use that ring, and they're going. Pulling that ring. Hopping it immediately. What a fun move. And Sam trying to circle out his swing to make that dismount. He does make it. He chalks up before the Astrogliders. Stays on. And makes that dismount. With over a minute left, he has plenty of time to make it through the next couple of obstacles. Gets a good grab on that ring. Pulls the cane off. He's trying to get that circle. He makes it through. Good grab right there. Onto the yellow wheel. He decides to switch sides because he wants to be on that. Grabs the ring. Seems like that was a good decision for him. Gets onto the blue with 40 seconds left. He grabs the rope and tries to dismount. And he disengages the obstacle for that point. Remember, just being on the platform does not give you a point. You have to disengage from the obstacle as well. He takes his first fall right there. That's okay, though. He needs to get a good amount of swing and grab that bar. It is just sitting in those S-hooks, so it is going to spin a bit. So that's what makes it tricky to grab onto. He does make it right here. Getting some good swing. With 8 seconds left, grabs the T-ledge but falls off. And that will do it for Sam. What a great run, though. Tearing through the course, getting his first fail on the last 3 obstacles. What a great time. Up next, we have Charlie. His run begins. Stepping through the compressing steps. Falls off on the 3rd one, but that's okay. He gets another try. Makes it to that 3rd step. And lands. Makes it to that mystery box. Grabs that 3rd one and pulls it down. He's using that swing to get to the 4th one. Gets a good direction here. Oh, I felt like he should have gone on that one. He still makes it. A good grab. He fixes his direction. Can he make the dismount? Ooh. Decides not to go for it. Great landing there. Does fall off, but that's okay. That's his 2nd fail. He just needs to continue on through the course. Through the spinning steps. Nice job. All the way through the targets. Big kicks from Charlie. He's going to grab right here. Pull back. He's setting his hips well. Oh, bar bob to the head. Does not faze him. Goes through the hourglass. Getting that swing. Good dismount right there. Gets a foot on the catback, spins around, gets it in place. He jumps, he misses that grab, unfortunately. But that was a good first couple of obstacles from Charlie. With a minute and 20 left, he can just play around with his obstacles, trying the best he can. In the Lachey lane, he looks for the nunchuck, pulls it, starts going through. Takes an extra swing, which means he probably won't get there in time, but that's okay. He can still do the regular sky hook. Gets a good swing, gets up to that bar. Right now. Good grab. Continuing with that momentum. Drops down from that ring and continues to the Astrogliders. Pushes through. And with 30 seconds left, gets to the cane lane. Gets a swing going. A little low on that cane to grab that ring. Can he pull himself up? Almost. He tries to make that grab. It does not make it in time. But that is okay. With 1 second and done, we are on to our next competitor. But a great run by Charlie.
He hasn't won anything here.
Up next, we have Jericho. Jericho starts his run, going through the steps. Good dismount onto the mystery boxes. Quickly gets on to the third, the fourth, and a fifth. Nice job setting his body. Good air control. Makes a good dismount and stays on. Comes through the rolling steps into the sonic curve. Not using the targets. Good pull and landing on that trapeze. A quick pace from Jericho today. Big landing on the box. Makes it to the catback. Jumps and grabs the trapeze. Does not make it through the French toe sticks. You are not allowed to use the straps there. He needs to run through. Time is restarted. He makes it. Gets to the dismount and runs. Already has the nunchuck. Pulls it a little too early and is already off the track by the time he starts. But that's okay. We'll have to make this cane move. Okay, the ring. The sky hook transfer. He makes it. Kicks. Building his swing. Now, that's a good dismount. Good, strong pushes on the Astroglider. Makes it to the cane lane with a minute and 20 seconds left. Gets a hand on the ring. Brings the cane out. Trying to circle around on that. Gets a good kick forward and back. Nice one hand on that cane, bringing all the way around into the wheel. Goes for the backside. Slides down. Grabs that ring to the blue. Can't put it in on that first swing, but gets it in on the second one. Another one hand grab on the cane to the rope. Now they got to dismount to that box. And now that was a little bit of a weird dismount. It seems like a foot hit the ground. The ref told him to go back. He will need to restart this obstacle. He has 43 seconds, and that was his second fail of the course. It spins around the wrong way for him that he was not expecting, but he stays on. He's fighting through. Can he pull up and reach that ring? He's still spinning. He's pulling up. Oh, he almost gets that ring. He's still spinning. He is fighting through this with all of his strength. He's looking at the wrong ring. Stay on there, Jericho, with that one-hand strength with 5 seconds left. Can he get it? He gets that ring! Look at that fight. He does fall afterwards, but what a good fight from Jericho getting onto that ring. It is very tiring being that far into the course. And for these next two runners, we do not have any song. They prefer to run in silence. Anders starts his run. Going quickly through the compressing steps. Gets a swing into the mystery boxes. Pulls down that third ring. Quickly onto that fourth ring. We're seeing a lot of people getting some good body motion later on in this line. Almost makes the dismount on that one. Decides not to go there. The angle was not quite right. Fixes it right here. And a good dismount. Lands on his knees but stays on that box. Quickly going through all the balance pieces. 2 quick obstacle clears right there. Big jump. Getting into the hourglass. Keeping it moving. Already has momentum when he gets to the end. Good landing onto the catback. Swinging around. Big jump to the trapeze. Will he go for it? He pushes it, comes back a bit. He's trying to grab the bar, but was told not to by the ref. That's a quick incidental, didn't really help him too much. Trying to angle himself. It's hard staying on that catback for a long time. It's unstable, it moves at every slight motion you give it. Remembering it can't grab above that tape. Still fighting, still fighting. Falls off. They do have a minute and 30 left. Falls off again on that cat grab. Unfortunately, 2 fails on the same obstacle, meaning the run is over. He's just going through the obstacles now.
Keep going, buddy. Over here.
Let's see if he can make it through the ring chaser. Gets that ring. Almost falls, but stays on that bar. Generates some swing. And will they make the skyhook move? Makes it through the Astrogliders. Up the rope to the cane. 30 seconds left. Grabbing really tall on that cane. Disengaging it from the skyhook, getting it into the blue. Good placement. Now this is an awkward swing. Does barely manage it with their fingers, but it slides off. Pulling all the way up. Circling through. With the matching shirt and pants. Can he make it to that next ring? He pulls up. Oh, he can't hold the lock off long enough. And he runs his time out on that cane. Our next runner also has no song. It is Ryan McManus. Chalking up before he starts, and the timer will get going. He doesn't want one. Yeah. Sorry, my restater was talking to me right there, asking where the music was. And Ryan doesn't want one. He comes through the mystery boxes. Trying to angle his swing right here. He does so. Gets that ring, pulls it out onto the fourth. Good circle. He manages to take it out. Can't stay on that ring, but he holds on the one that he's on. Gets 2 hands on there. And almost manages for that 5th ring. He's angling himself. Gets a good reach. Side to side. He dismounts, lands, but that foot comes off. So that's a fail of the balance in front of him. Runs through the steps. Carefully placing his feet. And that's his 2nd fail. He can still do 1 more. He just needs to lock in. And he's got this. Carefully placing his steps through the sonic curve. As you can see, those olos on his feet probably helping stay on top. Good pull on that trapeze, making it onto the trampoline. 2 hands onto the sides of the hourglass, walking his way down. Getting to the end, going for that back grip. 1 hand on the side, 1 hand on front. He's not choosing to match. There he goes, he matches now. Fixing both hands to the same grip. And makes the dismount. Gets to the cat grab with 1:25 remaining in his time. Good quick jump and makes that. Dismounts. Steps back to get some space to run through the French toast sticks. Cleanly makes his way through that obstacle. Looking to go through the dismount. And he does. Gets to the lâché lane. Will he grab the nunchuck? He pulls and go. Nice hard pull on that ring. Doesn't quite get to that last bar in time, but that's okay. Gets onto that ring. Makes the transfer, but doesn't hold on, unfortunately. So that was his 3rd fail. He keeps moving through the course, but does not accrue any more points. With 15 seconds left, he goes up on the rope. And 10, he grabs that cane. A good run from Ryan. Up next, we have Jackson. Around 20. Make it through the mystery boxes, getting a bit of a circle swing. Trying to get that ring behind him. He's going straight side to side. It's hard to get forward or backwards. He drops down and he's choosing to reset. His time restarts now. Making it to that 3rd box almost. Having a little bit of difficulty getting the swing directly where he wants it to go. Gets 2 hands back on that ring to try to regain some semblance of control. Can he make it to that 2nd ring again? Oh, he falls. That's his 2nd fail on the same obstacle. So he moves on to continue to the next steps through the sonic curve to the trapeze. Once he gets to the end of the hourglass, trying to get this dismount. Big kick. Gets 1 foot behind him, but that's okay. Onto the cat back. Tries to go quickly on that grab, but can't get the hand around. We have 55 seconds left. Runs through the French toe stick, slowly falls off the second one. Opts to try it again. Needs a little more speed this time. Carries it through, grabs that strap, and those straps, they're not there to be held on to. In fact, if you hold on to them, you think it's going to be helpful. It's more detrimental than helpful. Trying the ring tracer with 30 seconds. Misses that first grab on the bar. Falls off that ring, and with 15 goes to the Astroglider. Finishes up the Astroglider right as the time runs out. Our next competitor, Yachin. Goes through the compressing steps, but falls on that first target. You gotta really step in the middle of that one. They are known to tip over if you step on the edge. Good step there. Onto that first one. The first one doesn't move, but the second one and third one do. Nice job making it through that obstacle. Getting that ring. Getting a good swing. Good grab on that one. Pulls it down, but can't hold on. Pulls it down again. Grabs the ring behind him to stabilize. Gets that fifth ring. Trying to straighten out their swing. Ends up going in a circle. They're looking down. Where are they going to go from here? They're kicking. Trying to fix their swing. Almost makes it on the sideways venti. She starts to move forward, not realizing she can reach that obstacle. Gets a good grab on that first ring. On the second one. Good angle. Can't pull down the third one just yet. Falls off that ring for the second time and moves on to the rolling steps. She is no longer gaining points, but she is still doing the obstacles. Now these steps are a bit slippery. You can't really stay on them for a long time or you will slide off. Continues to make some kicks. Will she reach for that trapeze? She does. Pulls back hard. Good landing on that trampoline. Falls right off the front, but gets back on to try the hourglass. Good catch right there. With 55 seconds, she's trying to run through the rest of this lane at least. She's kicking. Getting that swing going again. Doesn't quite make the dismount, but goes to the cat back with 35 seconds. Gets a swing on there and it jumps off. It's a weird move. Definitely awkward if you have not done a swinging cat back before. It is not something one would be used to. steps on the front edge of that French toast stick. You've seen a couple of our competitors do that. They are on a single strap, most of them, going straight in the middle. So if you step on either the front edge or the back edge, they will be tipping. So you got to make sure your foot is flat in the middle as you go through. Swinging on the Lachey lane as the time runs out. Our next runner is Oliver. The time starts, and he begins his trip through the course. Quick pace here. Getting that third ring, pulling it down, staying on. The fourth ring. Changing his direction, isn't quite able to get up in there. He has to do it again. Good angle right here. Pulls it down, stays on. Can he get this dismount? He gets a foot on there first and then steps off to the side. You'll see a lot of our competitors making sure to get that foot on there first. Because if they land on the ground, then it's a fail of the mystery boxes. Good job going through the Sonic curve to that trapeze. Reaches that next trapeze, pulling, and a good landing. Getting through the hourglass. Can you make the dismount? Good throw. Getting his feet solidly on that red box. He's spinning around. Takes a second, but he manages to stay on that edge and jumps and grabs that trapeze. Running through the French toe sticks, an awkward step on that third one. We'll have to try it. It was looking good on that first tube, but then a little weird on that third step. Gotta slow it down and restart his time. And he makes it. He gets to the dismount and goes to the Lachey lane. He pulls the ring chaser, slow start on that ring. Can he make it to that bar? He gets to the bar, but is not quick enough to reach for that ring. Definitely looking very strong here. Oliver, can he get that skyhook transfer? He does not. So he has a going through the course. That was his second fail, so he is done. Oh, sorry, third. He's trying to pull up on that rope to get to that cane. Can't quite get there. He's restarting to the box. With 50 seconds left, he's trying this cane lane. Grabbing the ring. Into the blue. A little D. It's hard to get that spinning. He's trying to go straight through it. He's going backwards, though. That will work. He's holding on to the cane. He's trying to swing into there. He does not make it to that ring, but he's going to move on to the next obstacle with little more than 20 seconds remaining. Tries to swing to that bar. Can't quite get a pull-up and reach. Hits the truss a bit. That's definitely going to mess up his swing. Oh, touches that bar, and it does fall out. And he has 1 second left, and his time runs out. Up next, we have Autumn. And Autumn's run starts. Going through the compressing steps, makes a good dismount. Gets that second ring. A good angle for the third, stays on. Quick pace for that fourth one. Doesn't quite have the angle for the fifth one, and starting to swing a little wildly. Can she hang on to that ring she's holding on to? Decides to get a second hand on there. Very smart. She has a good angle here. Will she be able to fix it? What a great recovery from Autumn. Just realizes she can't use that truss and decides not to grab it. Some good air awareness here from Autumn. Gets a good angle and lands and steps off. Makes her way through this balance. Runs through the steps using the targets. Gets onto the trapeze. Big kicks. Grabs on one swing, goes forward. That's going to save some time. Good catch on the hourglass. Quickly moves her hands forwards, trying to get momentum now. Forward and back. Good strong kicks, getting that hourglass moving. The long straps definitely make it harder to gain momentum. Good dismount. Stays on that box. With a minute and 30 left, makes the cat grab quickly. Going for that dismount, stays on there. Runs through the French toe sticks. Makes that catch again. Autumn with a really good run today. Grabs the truss and goes for that dismount. A little more than a minute left. We have Autumn in the Lachey lane, pulling the ring chaser. Gets a good pull, makes it to that last bar, doesn't catch that ring, and falls right there. I think she tried to reach for that ring as it was falling. Restarts the ring chaser, pulls it the second the time goes. Can she make it to the bar? She almost gets on top of that bar, but just barely missing with the fingertips. Getting a good swing here. Grabbing that bar. She'll have to make the sky transfer with 45 seconds. Plenty of time. Gets a good swing. Tries to pop it immediately, but doesn't get the ring onto the other skyhook. A good push on the Astroglider as she's finishing up her time on the cane lane. Doesn't quite get tall enough on that cane. Says if she decides to move on to the next obstacle or she's calling it over. What a good run in the beginning. Those obstacles do get very hard very quickly near the end. Oh yeah. Up next, we have Lily. Gets onto the mystery boxes. Pulls down the third one, gets to the fourth one. Nice grab on that mystery ring. Already has a good angle. Could have dismounted, decided to try one more time. Didn't like it, and commits this time and stays on top. Going through the targets and the Sonic curve, getting to that trapeze. Already grabbing that one, getting a couple swings, landing softly on that trampoline, moving onto the hourglass. A one-hand dismount from Lily. Gets onto the cat grab, spins it, gets to the edge, waits a second, starts to swing back a bit. She's thinking about going back. She decides to bring it all the way over. Will she jump? She does not make it there, but that's okay. She does have another try. She turns. Will she jump? She jumps and makes that catch. A good 180 the opposite direction. She's going through the French toe sticks. Stays on top, a little wobbly, but she makes that grab. Grabbing the truss. Climbing down to that dismount. Into the Lachey lane. She grabs the nunchuck. What good pulling a little early. Thought she was able to do a little bit later, but I think it slipped out when she grabbed it, pulled it towards her. Getting that ring, she'll have to transfer it to the other skyhook. Getting a good swing. Does not make it across. Now that is her second fail. She thought she had to keep going, but her run is still active. With 59 seconds left, she has one more try for the ring chaser. Doesn't make it in time to grab that ring, but was faster than last time. Gets onto that ring with a good forward and back angle. Will she have enough swing to pop it? She barely hits that skyhook. I could hear it from over here. Pushes off the Astroglider all the way through. Up into the cane lane with 25 seconds. We have 16. She's going through, trying to get that swing to that ring. She does make it over there. Can she reach it? A really big pull-up by Lily. Trying to angle those hips to get there. Doesn't quite make it to that second ring, but a really good effort by Lily. Up next, we have Harrison. Going through the compressing steps. Nice pulls going through the mystery boxes. A very good display of body control. Getting to that fifth one. Going for the dismount very quickly as well. Stand on the green box and going through the spinning steps, through the sonic curve, using the targets on the ground. Grabbing the trapeze, pulling back, and quickly making it to the hourglass. A big reach across, trying to get to the end with some swings, so he doesn't need to make it at the end, and makes the dismount to the catback. Quickly jumps from the catback and completes that obstacle. Stops for a second to readjust, and then runs through the French toe sticks, but misses the grab at the end. Maybe he was a little too far on that back edge on that last one. Taking a little more cautiously and gets a good grab. A quick dismount going into the ring chaser. Decides not even to try it. Probably wouldn't have made it though. He was pretty fast. Is he going to make that transfer? He does. He knows he can do that, and he decided that was faster. Good dismount onto the black box. A push against the Astroglider, going all the way through onto the dot. And we have 1 minute and 35 seconds left, and he's just starting the cane lane. Cruising through this course right now. He still has another fail he can use. Good angle, pulling up to that next ring. Quick disengage of the blue into the wheel. Setting himself back to go straight to there. Good grab on the ring. Quick transitions here. And that is what we like to see from Harrison. Trying to land on that box and disengaging. There we go. Gets that point. Gets on to the bar. Again, this bar does spin, so you can see that mixed grip being used to make sure it doesn't spin out of his hands. He does miss that T-ledge grab, so time will stop as they reset the obstacles. A good one-arm lock-off from our resetter and course designer, Ben, to stop that T-ledge. Harrison's time restarts as he gets back on that bar. Trying to get a little bit more swing. Try to really compress into this catch here. He makes it this time. 35 seconds left. He can definitely complete this obstacle. He's going for that next bar. This one also is free spinning. It's held in by the lassos. Good two-hand catch there in a mixed grip. Gets onto that yellow board. And will he make the dismount? He does. He gets to this last obstacle. 20 seconds left. He's moving. Will he be able to make it in time? 15. He gets to that ring. He's not carrying around his time. He's just going. He's kicking. Will he do a big throw? Oh, he has 10 seconds left. He needs to get up on there. He makes it with 5 seconds. He's running. He's jumping. He's pulling. He hits the buzzer right at the end. What a marvelous display of ninja-ship right there. Less than 3 seconds to go. He gets that buzzer, climbing the rope as it's swinging. A nail biter there at the end. Cam starts his run. Pulls down that ring, quickly and efficiently moving down the line. Taking an extra swing, trying to line himself up. And a good dismount right here, landing on the edge of that box, but staying on. Going through the Sonic curve, up to the trapeze. Pulling back on this next one. Good set of the hips, decides to go on that one swing. Landing, jumping, keeping a swing a bit on the on the hourglass. Gets into the slot at the end, starts kicking. Goes for the dismount. He does make it onto the catback. Flung around and stays for a second, but a good 180 jump there. Landing on the red box, staying on there, almost overshooting. Onto the front show sticks. Slows down between the second and third blocks. It's going to make it hard to get to that last one. He needs to keep the speed as he runs through. He is not able to make it through the French toe sticks, but he will carry out the rest of his 1 minute and 35 seconds during the rest of the course. He pulls the ring chaser, does not make it there in time. It is a very quick timing. It's around 4 seconds for that ring when you pull it from when it falls off. A good push on the ring chaser, all the way down to the Astroglider. Up to that cane lane with 1 minute and 10 left. Trying to lock off on that rope, but it seems like it's a lot. This isn't a jump to that cane. Starts kicking. Does not make it to that next ring. Decides to move to the next obstacle with 50 seconds left. Makes it to that bar. Oh, fingertips slips off. Remember, if you just get fingertips, it will slide on you. It is a freestanding bar. Gets up onto that yellow, trying the big jump. It's very tall. It's a fun one. Getting to that bar, and good dismount. Almost making it to that yellow. With 15 seconds left, they're going into the parkour. Making it all the way to that ring in the middle with 10 seconds. Going straight to that bar, choosing for a little bit of a higher elevation. Getting that swing on that ring now. With 3 seconds left. And their time runs out. Up next, we have Xander. And the run begins. Making it through the compressing steps. A good angle into these mystery boxes. Now that entry angle is going to be really helpful making it through the first 3. Changing his direction for that last one. And a very quick dismount. Might be one of the most efficient ways we've seen through that obstacle today. Using some of the targets, but most of the steps. Getting a good pull on this trapeze, and a quick 1-2 bounce off that trampoline into the hourglass. Gaining some momentum for his dismount. Barely stays on that box. You can see that hand holding on the black box next to him, preventing him from falling backwards. Doesn't even go all the way around before he jumps. Running quickly through French toe sticks, barely hesitating on that start-stop platform. Good dismount into the Lachey lane. A good pace now, about 1 minute and 5 seconds into the run. He pulls the ring chaser, makes it to that bar, but does not get the grab. But that's okay. He's on that ring. He's stabilizing forward and back, and he makes the transfer, turning those hips to get that kick backwards and stays on. Big push on the Astroglider. Does not get enough. Does a big jump, but can't keep his chest forward, and he falls backwards. Let's see if he can get a bigger push off this time. There we go. That looked a lot better. Make it to the next one. Huge push again. And a good clear of that obstacle. He still has one more fail and 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Deciding to get the swing on that cane rather than using the ring. And he makes his way through the cane ring. Can't pop it in just, but he makes it there. Spinning around, pulling up, but he's popping himself back towards us. He drops down. That is his second fail. He can do one more. He has one more try here. This cane lane is a bit about changing your direction while in the air. And you're probably going to have to pull up, lock off, and reach that next ring rather than just dead hang. So it's definitely taken a lot of energy. A good reach for that ring. Manages to place it in this time. With 40 seconds left, there's still plenty of time. Gets a forward and back swing. And they choose to match. They go around the wrong way what they're expecting. You can definitely go that way, but if you're not expecting it, it's going to be hard to reach that ring. They do get that ring right there. An awkward turnaround, but they made it onto the yellow wheel with 15 seconds left. Can they complete this obstacle? Getting the next ring to the blue. Can they get that rope? Get a good pull. We have 5 seconds to try to get that dismount. And not only that, he has to disengage the obstacle. Does he let go? He does. He gets that point right as time runs out. We do have our next competitor. We have Cora. A good run by Xander, though, going all the way into that cane line. A little bit of talking going on between competitor and ref, explaining some things. All right. It is now time for Cora to run. And she's off. Makes it through the steps. Using that trust to angle herself into these mystery boxes. A little straight, but she manages to grab and pull it down. Good job changing the direction of that swing. Can she make it up there? She does. Gets a good pull and a good direction. Could she get 1 foot on first? She does. Again, right there, you need a foot on the green first. Otherwise, you will not complete the obstacle. Making it through the targets and the Sonic curve. Going all the way up to the trapeze. Getting some big kicks. reaching that, pulling. And a big landing on this trampoline. All the way up to that hourglass very quickly on the trampoline. A lot of people take a time to, shake off and set. She jumped almost immediately. Getting a good kick, swinging, and a big dismount onto the red. She gets all the way up onto that cap back. She's going to spin around, get a big jump. Good catch right there. Makes it through the French toe sticks into the ring toss. Sorry, the ring slider. Almost makes it that last bar in time, but does not get there before the ring. Has to take a couple extra swings to get up to that bar. She'll need to do the skyhook transfer. She has a minute and 15 to do so. Does not make it across, and that is her second fail, so she's able to try it one more time. She tries it one more time. Does not make it to the ring in time. Takes a couple extra swings to make it up to that bar, trying to really, really straighten out that swing. Grabs the bar. Reaches for that ring. Does not stay on. Moves on to the Astrogliders. A good push off by Cora. All the way through, all the way up, and we have about 35 seconds left for her to do the cane line. Everybody looks so famous. Gets a good grab on the cane and grabs the rope to stabilize to kick forward and back. She probably got a little taller on that cane, but will she make it to that ring? She has a good swing. Will she make it up to that ring? She does. Takes it off of the skyhook, puts it into the blue D. We got 5 seconds left. Will she try to make that transfer? One hand staying on there. And with time running out, she is spinning on that blue D. A great run by Cora. Up next, we have Braden with a new version of an old classic. We have We're the Champions as their run song, but it's the Crazy Frog version. A quick pace through these mystery boxes. Didn't quite have the angle he needed to make it to that last one, but now he has the angle and the power. Does not have the direction for the dismount and realizes that pretty quickly, decides not to go for it. Using his hips, change direction. Good landing on that one. Goes through the balance across the S curves. And a good jump to the trapeze. Pulling. Landing on the trampoline. And into the hourglass. Choosing to go on one side of the hourglass rather than both. If it was strapped up a different way, that wouldn't work. But because of all 4 points being held up, it is still stable that way. A turn and turns all the way back to reset. Just getting, there was some sort of fail on maybe the dismount. I did not catch that. I think maybe his heels were not fully on the red box and were pushing into the mat maybe. But he breezes through this like he almost did it before, like he did. And William make this dismount. Gets an extra swing just to be safe. That one was clean. Confirmed by the ref. Spins around. Jumps. Now he's making his way through the rest of the course. Decides to step back onto the red platform and to run through the French toe sticks. Good long strides onto there. And goes for the dismount. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left as he enters the ring chaser. He pulls it, then starts to move. Seems like that's going to be a little bit too slow to reach that ring, but he makes it to the bar. He's going to need to make the skyhook transfer. Misses the ring on the first reach. Gets it there. Trying to build some momentum. Can they make the pop? Does not have it to make the pop, but one last try. His time has restarted. He's still chalking up a bit. A little bit faster on that one through, but still not fast enough to make it to that ring. Has some good swing. Can he pop it across? Does not take it out of that first skyhook, so he can't place in the second one. That is the end of him accruing points. He has 20 seconds left to do the obstacles in the course. A good push on that second one. Makes it to the Astroglider and starts his cane line with 5 seconds left. And his time runs out. Up next, we have Rylan. Rylan goes right now. Going up the compressing steps. A good pull around that first ring. You can see him using his pulling strength to really straighten out his body as he curves around that first one. Getting that ring. He's trying to straighten out on that good dismount. He has it. Needs to pull back hard. Makes it. Walking through these steps. Choosing not to use the target so it's faster just to stride through the steps. Good all the way up to the hourglass. Really pushing the pace here. You can see he's trying not to do anything super conservative, but he's not doing anything crazy. Uses that hand on that box to stabilize without falling back. Honestly, this is the slowest he's been on an obstacle so far, and that is not a bad thing. He is doing just fine. Turning that all the way across. A little bit too far to the side to make that jump. He should make it all the way across and then go. His time restarts as he starts moving. And a good running jump to that trapeze. Good dismount. Stops and then runs through the French toe sticks. A little awkward on that third one, but he manages to save it and gets to that trapeze. Good dismount. Barely using that thrust there. With 1 minute and 35, he opts not to use the ring chaser and just do the skyhook transfer. He sets his body. He cannot grab that ring on that swing. He tries it again. He goes for a two-hand pop. He immediately hooks it onto that skyhook and a good dismount. Powering through that Lachey lane over there. Decides to reset, kind of, but he sets it all the way far. He makes the jump, but falls off of that second one. He tries the Astroglider again. That was his second fail, so he needs to make it this time. But with the experience of the first time, it's a lot easier to make it through the Astrogliders. Does not get a big enough push. He tries to inch it forward, and he does. Slowly wheeling his way to the edge. Can you make it to that green piece on the ground? He does. Another big push. This one was a lot better. Makes it to that last piece. Good completion of the Astroglider. Now he's going up to the cane move. Into the cane. Almost makes it to that ring. Decides to pull up. Goes back to that first ring. Pulls up again. Good transition on that one. Doing a little 180 on there. Using the wheel to get up to that ring. Taking a second swing. Trying to hook that hook in. Good job getting the cane in the tiki face. He's on the rope. He has 5 seconds left to get that dismount. He fails right before. That is very unfortunate. That's the last piece of that obstacle. And with those 5 seconds running up, we are on to our next competitor, Kenley. Great choice of song from Kenley. Going through the compressing steps. Good clap of celebration right there. Immediately getting that third ring and a very good body motion going through these rings. Already going where she wants to go, taking very little unnecessary swing. Good steps through them, using the targets on the ground. Jumping up to the trapeze, pulling, setting, taking a second on the trampoline, and jumping up to that hourglass. Using the traditional method of using both sides, getting a hand in that slot there, matching on the backswing, getting some good kicks, and a good dismount right there. Needs to run through the catback. Doesn't get her feet on that lip there, so she slides off. And a good completion on that one. Landing on that red box, stepping back to run through the French toe sticks. That first foot on the second one was a little bit forwards. You gotta be a little bit more in the middle. They are hard to place. With a minute 53, she tries her last try. Good placement on the feet there, and she makes it through. A good dismount into the ring chaser. Decides not to even try for it, going for the regular method. Getting that ring. Getting a backswing. And will she pop it forwards? A little bit of an angle. Yep. Just forward and back. She popped it back. Good push and hanging it onto the sky hook. Getting a big backswing. Will she dismount? Good job hitting that. A minute 10 left, pushing off the Astroglider. Nice and smooth on these is what you want. Making it to the cane line. 9 obstacles in. So this is the 10th. $50 seconds left to that second ring. Unhooking it and into the wheel. Circling all the way up, makes the grab. Almost doesn't bring the cane with her. Hooks it into the tiki face. You'll be seeing that one used as a different one later on in the different waves. Gets to that rope. Will she make the dismount? Gets both feet on the box and disengages. We have 20 seconds left for her to go through this obstacle. It's on the edge of the S if she manages to pop it over. Starts to get some swing. With 5 seconds left, can she get to the T-ledge? Almost makes that grab, and time expires. Up next, we have Avi. We have our final 3 competitors up. So far, only clears have been in the very beginning, and then one in the middle. Let's see if we can get a couple more buzzers going. Avi starts going through the compressing steps. Big jump, getting that ring. Pulling onto that third box. Keeping a good body motion through here. And a good swing and dismount, making it look very easy over here. Using the targets on the ground to maintain their status on the obstacle. Using that dot to run off, coming through, landing on that trampoline, immediately jumping to that hourglass. That's something that a lot of critters haven't been doing. A lot of them have been stopping, but using that bounce definitely saves some time. Walking his hands down to the edge, getting some big kicks here. Opting for one more, and does not make the dismount. Needs to do it one more time. It's back on the red box. Reach, pulling. He's going for one more swing. He's going to land. Look at that immediate jump. He has that down. Keep that swing, dude, as he goes through the hourglass. He wants to keep that. He's trying to dismount from halfway on there. That's a pretty big throw from an awkward position. He's getting further down. Can he make it if he's almost at the edge? He does make that dismount. A good throw and show of power by Avi. Spinning around. He freezes for a second. Does not jump and starts to turn back around. He fell off that one on the side, so that will count as a fail. If he had gone back to the start block, then that would not have. But an immediate jump here, and he makes it. Seems like these competitors are realizing that they got to go right off the start. So that was unfortunately a fall after landing on that block. He took a step back on French toe sticks and fell off that block. So that is the end of his run. But he will still have a minute, about 50 seconds now, to go through the rest of the obstacles. Gets to that next bar. Chooses not to do the ring chaser. Getting onto that ring. Really hook it onto the next sky hook. Makes the transfer, but can't hold on. Moving on to the Astroglider with 25 seconds left. Pushing off hard. A good step to the end. And another push off. And a good, almost makes it all the way. Where it's just over 10 seconds, he's starting the cane line. Coach Jared wiping off the chalk from the block. And time runs out with him hanging on the cane and the rope. Up next, we have JD. We have two more competitors this wave. Let's wish them all well. We have two finishers. And let's see if we can add to that. And it begins. Going through the steps. Using that truss. Trying to get all the way up into that third ring. A good pull down from JD. Getting some good swings. A nice grab here too. Angling his hips. And a good landing using his hands to stay on. Running through the balance. Using the targets to stay on top. A good set on that trapeze. Might want to run through it. Good pull. And landing. Taking a couple jumps and then getting up there. Quickly reaching for the far side of the hourglass. Making it across quickly. Now getting that swing. He's gaining it. A good landing. Getting to the cat back. Spinning. Takes a second. He starts turning back around. Coach Jared telling him to reset. He does make it back there. Almost falls off, but he gets to reset. He spins and does not make that jump that time, but he still has another try. With a minute and 54 seconds, plenty of time remaining. He does the spin. He makes it catch that time and stays on that platform. Quickly running through their French toe sticks. Seemed a little bit awkward, but he pushed through. And he lands onto the dismount and gets to the Lachey lane for the ring chaser. Going straight through, deciding not to use the yellow ring. Getting all the way up on that bar. Trying to get to that next ring. He can't static it. He may need to lâché into it. He does. A good lâché, getting a 1-2. Can he make it into that next ring? He pops it on and he stays. He's trying to angle his hips now. That skyhook does go side to side a bit. He's straightening out, and he makes that dismount. Going quickly through the Astroglider. Getting up to that cane line, using that rope. He missed it on the first try, but he made it on the second one. Kicking forward and back, 40 seconds. There's still plenty of time for him to make it through. He almost gets that first ring. He's using that rope again. He's hanging on that cane with one hand. 30 seconds, getting that swing. Is he going to reach here? He does. He makes it. He hooks it off. Gets it in. Is he going to spin? He has 20 seconds. He does. Almost makes it across, and that was his second fail. So he still has 15 seconds and one other try to make it through here. A great run by JD. Falls off the box, off the rope onto his back on the box. That does not count as a fail because he did not touch the ground. He went back onto the start platform. And time runs out as he's trying to go for the cane. A good run for JD. I feel like it's very not often you see a timeout in courses like these. Up next, we have our final competitor. We have Kylie. Going through the compressing steps. Taking it slow to make sure she doesn't fail. With me and my ankle, I know I'd be taking it slow too. Speeding up through the rings here, though. Definitely seems like her element. Cruising through. Getting a good angle. Does she have enough swing? She sets her hips and a good landing. Going through the spinning steps. Through the S-curves and the targets. Grabbing that trapeze. Reaching immediately. And landing on that trampoline. Couple steps and a quick jump. Reaching her hands further and further down the hourglass into the slot at the end. A one hand almost for the dismount and a good throw. Spinning around that cap, back 1 foot. Getting to the edge. Doesn't have it quite locked in place. Will she jump for it or bring it back? She's going to bring it back. Trying to land on that starting platform again. Bring it around and a quick jump, making it to there. A dismount. Stepping back. Flying through the French toe sticks. A 2-foot jump on the end might do her in on that one, though. You want to continue striding 1 foot on each. Time restarted with 1:45 to go. Uses that 2 foot again, but she stopped and jumped rather than a 2-foot jump. And I like that. Making it to the ring chaser. Going straight through the rings. Probably could have made it in time, though. That was really fast. Gets that ring. Sets. Is she going to pop it across? She does. She holds on. Angles. And a good dismount. She has a bit of time left going through the Astrogliders. Climbing up the rope. She has 1 minute and 5 seconds. She pulls the cane down. And she reaches down, grabs the cane. She has to put it back in herself, though. She does put it in. She takes it off again, though. And unfortunately, once they are set and going, the coaches and resetters and refs cannot touch the obstacles unless it's to reset after a fail. So if you knock something off, that is on you to replace it, or you have to take a fail to get it reset. Making it to the D ring with 30 seconds left. Spinning around the backside. Not able to reach up. trying to get to any ring at this point. With 10 seconds left, she's fighting through. She's reaching. She drops down. She does have one more try in 7 seconds. Seven seconds left on this wave. Let's see how far she can get. She stays on that. She kicks forward, trying to gain some momentum. But time does run out. And so that concludes our kids wave. We're going to have a little bit of time, and then we will go to a podium. We will be back. Before podium, we do have a run under review, and so we are reviewing that right now.